Welcome, everybody, to Falling to the Top. My name is Dino Genic Marvel. I am your host. I have a couple guests here. It's going to be very exciting. We're talking about lots of things. For start, I know there's a lot of buzz with regards to Batman. We're going to touch on that a little bit later. As well, there's a lot of things happening with regards to, the whole world coming to a crashing halt. But we're going to talk about it. We're also talking about censorship. So let's get it started, and we will go.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Marco for the win, right out of the gate. I love it.
Woo!
Oh,
That's a horrible picture. It's a horrible.
That's a great picture. It's all about loving yourself.
Listen,
man.
listen.
it's funny because it's true.
He was Batman's ward. Okay, they were not in a romantic relationship. Okay.
Yeah, wasn't that one chick Woody Allen's ward, and she ended up fucking him?
No, that was his adoptive daughter, and I don't want to talk about that, Marco. God
That's
damn.
another day.
Welcome, Serge. Hey, Susie, how are you? They both say hello. And yes, we are going to touch Batman.
Only the good
Let me rub it.
good spot.
Listen, he's Batman. Everybody wants to touch him. I get it. That's fine. It's totally reasonable. So just to start things off, God, you guys derailed everything immediately. I love it, but at the same time, I hate you all. Every last one of you, you're bastards. Of course, we have. Where did all of my stuff go? There. Okay, so there's this. Guys, hit up the Patreon. Check it out. You can become one of our sponsors for Eargasm, and that way we can do more of this because we have ideas and things happening. It's very exciting. As well, we have this exclusive housekeeping services. Give them a call, 216-650-7984. I know there's a new picture. I don't have the new picture, but they do some crazy stuff. So I think it's important that if you want to please someone in your life, because we all know you're a disappointment, call them and maybe you can make somebody happy. Just going to say that. Also, of course, we have Captain Surge White Nuts, the holiday drink for lovers. Listen, there's always a holiday around the corner. Go check it out, okay? Yeah, Captain Surge White Nuts. It's a real thing. It's a real thing that people love and dream about. It's not. It will be, though. We're definitely in talks about making that happen.
There's a backlog of orders and maybe some backwash of orders.
Back door. It might be a back door of some orders.
Listen, the supply line from Chernobyl directly has broken down for now, temporarily, but who knows? So today we are talking about. I love how it was like, hey, we're coming in with a plan. We're coming in hot with a plan. It's completely gone. It's been 3 minutes. We took 3 minutes, and the plan has died. It is gone. I don't even know where Marco went to. But
I'm here. My camera started shitting the bed on me. There it goes.
That will happen. There you go. That is a much. I like that background. I wish there were more signals like that. Like realistically, if there was
the
like
gay bat symbol, that's a rainbow under there.
It's awesome. Love is love, man. Love is love.
Just because he's Batman doesn't make him just because he's gay doesn't make him less Batman. Okay?
No, not at all. It just makes him a little flighty.
Well, listen, in this day and age, everyone's a little bit flighty. So
it's a spectrum, Marco. It's a spectrum.
No, that's autism.
I don't know anymore, guys. I don't know anymore.
Batman could be on all the spectrums.
He's not wrong. So what do you say?
Yeah, but then again, he might be on the spectrum. You know, he does all them. All the Batman things.
Yeah, we don't know his backstory.
If your Saturday night, ends up with you having a sore throat versus, hey, maybe you looked at someone's wiener, that's a spectrum. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah,
it's true. It's fair. It's reasonable.
Now that's a night at the gay bar.
Well, one is definitely.
You started out looking at wieners. The other, at the end of the night, your throat is sore. You were at the gay bar, bud.
Listen, in a big city, sometimes you just see wieners. It happens. It's just, you're like,
well, I got my cell phone now.
I got a big black wiener laying on my bed right now. His name's
Me
Mufasa.
too. Oh my God, maybe we bought the same one.
No, not like that, honey. Mine's a dachshund.
Oh, mine's different.
Yeah, I'm sure. Look at Duffy in the back, like, fuck.
Like,
Oh, they're the
Duffy's like, I
same.
bought it.
Same.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Sticking on my arm. It's like a lightsaber.
That's what I say. I'm like, listen, this thing will ruin
Whoa,
you. Okay?
she's
You're not gonna
jamming
want.
That's more like a batarang.
Oh no!
It will ram something.
I thought it was wife assault.
I did have somebody describe a dildo once, and it was like, this thing was massive, like it was the size of Dino's forearm, and I went like this, and everyone went, "Oh Jesus!" And I was like,
Did she use
man,
it?
that's
I want to take
That's
pictures. Shit.
Oh, battery. That's wife assault, 100%.
yeah.
Not
no,
if she does it herself.
not, dude.
No,
if she does it herself, that
That's
is
suicidal.
yeah. You're gonna damage things. Like, this is a lot of arm. Like,
A lot of arm.
I'm a big guy. Like, it's not. I have done the joke where I'm like, I have 8 culturally specific penis fingers and 2 butt plugs. Like, that's what. Like, and people were like looking at my hands. They're like, "Let me see your hands again." And I just put them up, and they're like, "Holy shit, your hands are huge." I'm like, "Yeah."
And
I
you
know."
see Dino leave the club with 10 chicks. Or 8 chicks and 2 dudes.
There you go. I'm a little bit Greek. That's okay. Listen, I didn't suck it, but it's not my.
A
Doesn't
mouth
make me gay.
mouth.
I'm just gonna say,
Hey.
just throwing it out there. It's okay. Listen, the best part is there are some comedians, especially in Toronto, where like
There's
one was like, "Well,
everyone.
everyone's tasted their own semen," and I went, "What the fuck? No, they haven't." And he was like, "You're lying," and I'm like, I think you have some truth to yourself, there, guy. That's not my truth." So
Yeah. No dead kids have ever laid across my lips.
Well, not as a euphemism. I'm just like,
Now, euphemism or whatever.
Oh my.
Wow.
That education's working out real nice.
That's
He's from
American.
the States.
That's American education right there.
Yes, USA.
listen.
USA.
No, it's U.S. Slay. Get it right.
oh, that's a lot worse. That is-
USA.
I you know what, after last week I made a bunch of clips and most of them got 2 to 3 views. Like, that's it. They were completely throttled, and I'm like, hey,
No.
well,
that's not
What's
good.
a good view? Like, I don't really know.
well, we're still fairly small, right? So
Yeah.
we get like sometimes
We're
I've had a
growers.
couple of stories that got up to like 1,100 views.
Holy shit.
Which
Dino.
yeah, so it's good, but then I have like a lot of them are getting like 2, and I'm like,
Oh,
God damn it! You know how many
Depends
people?
on
You know how
the
many people
good
work with this
book.
channel? Like 15, and 15 people aren't watching the shit. Cocksuckers.
yeah, I hear you. Gotcha.
So
Bring it in.
Speaking
No,
of, I
and
guess I should share this, huh?
now, you know what, man? I would love for you to share it, but this is the thing is, I want to make a product that is shareable.
yeah. People
that's
want
my-
to share it. They want to show their friends. Yeah.
So, and that's what I think is. So, Marco and I are.
Sorry.
Wow.
Look,
It won't shut
Serge,
up.
Serge watches it. Serge actually commented on one of my fucking on my own channel too.
Oh, Serge is awesome.
Serge is great. Imagine how many views if you showed your feet. Not my feet. That's
Not mine either. They're not ready.
listen. I'm like, it's got the function of a hobbit foot with less hair. That's like it's like
There is no way your foot is anywhere near a hobbit's foot.
Duffy's got some
Your
nice
foot looks
feet.
like you
You know
ate
what?
a hobbit's
that
foot.
OnlyFans.
If money comes our way, I will show the feet.
You got to use them assets,
Yeah, I
use
know.
them
But I
assets.
need. You want
know what?
to see feet? $5 a foot.
Woo!
I'm looking at your old lady's assets. That's what I'm looking at. I don't know about your feet. She starts jiggling assets around.
I know what I did, Marco.
I know what you did too. I seen it.
And there you go. Walkie talkies, and he says, "I'll give you a Timbit for a foot pick." That's
It's not enough.
No.
It's
See,
not
okay,
enough.
but this is okay. This is the one thing
No.
that I love. Okay, so one of the topics we were going to talk about today was specifically censorship. Okay, and we have a special guest. This is very exciting. Whenever you're ready, Ryan, you jump in. Okay.
Oh, see, as soon as you said censorship, Ryan jumped in.
I
Hey, none of that. None of that. Matter of fact,
Oh.
Marco, I don't even know why you're here, Batman. Okay, you are consistently the reading that our ratings are in the garbage. I swear to God.
That's not true. The reason why our ratings are in the garbage just showed up.
Listen. Hey, everyone, listen. You know what I love? What I love the most is Ryan will give everyone shit for not coming early to talk about things that are happening. Say, hey, listen, I need you guys to do a sound check and this and this. So today, we were all here about 10 minutes early, and we talked about, listen, we got to be careful with what we're saying. Like, we don't want to censor ourselves, because then we're kind of bound as to what we can and can't do. But at the same time, we want to make sure when we use it, it's for that big bang, as opposed to randomly saying fuck, shit, cock, balls. Okay? Ryan just showed up now.
Yeah. And right
You
on.
need to change that picture to that chia pet.
Aw, it was a furry Dino.
Hold on. Fuck, shit, cock, balls.
And you know what? He's like, I don't have to listen to the rules because I pay the bill. And you're like, listen, that's not why the rules are being made. That's not what we're doing. I love it. Welcome, Ryan. Welcome. We're talking about censorship and Batman.
The new Batman, I was underwhelming.
Oh,
so I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
either.
Have you guys? You guys haven't seen it? Marco, you said you got through an hour of it. Ryan, have you seen the whole thing?
Oh,
Bro, first of all, it's 3 hours long for no reason.
Oh.
Like I went at noon and I had other things to do that day.
No,
that was a mistake. That was the day. Like, as I'm used to, I'm like, yeah, it'll be an hour and a half, 2 hours. I'll take my kid to a quick movie. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then, like, it just sucks you in for 3 hours. Now, look, it's not bad, but it just sucks you in. And you get done and you're just like,
My question is, when it sucks you in, does it have both hands on the ass, or is it just like a
there's no suction at all. It's just open mouth, slobber coming down. Like, why are you even doing
finish,
it?
right? At least you get to
no, you really don't get to.
No, you
Look,
don't.
I mean,
you don't.
I knew all the reasons I was going to hate it before I went. Like, it's a new Batman who I don't even want to talk about who they casted. That was his own.
Does he sparkle?
Oh,
Does he
no.
sparkle at all, or no?
No, they made him really gloomy this time, but the whole time you're just looking at it like, I know
like
that's you. I know that's
like
you,
an
you
emo
sparkly
girl.
bastard. I know that's you.
He acts like the girl from that show.
And then, like, they redid 2 villains. It's like, I'll never understand it. Batman, look, DC, you got to get your whole act together. Like, DC, you've had enough chances. It's time to do like the Browns, okay? You had another bad season.
Relocate?
Fire everybody and start from scratch, okay? Because that's what they do. Like, they're like, here's Batman. Here's Batman number 22 in your lifetime, the sparkly one. And it's like, and we're gonna have him fight the Riddler and the Penguin, who you've already seen him fight. Yeah, we're just gonna do it again. We're gonna redo it. Because fuck you, that's why. Because it's not like there's fucking, I'm sorry. It's not like there's hundreds and hundreds of comic books they could pull from. It's not like Batman's been going on for decades and there's other villains they can use. They've really only got 5 villains in Batman. That's it.
Let's number one. Okay, so Ryan, what we covered earlier was, I'm going to try and direct the conversation. What I want you to do is, if I go, hey, that means let's just pause for a little bit and be respectful of everyone here. Okay? I'd really appreciate your teamwork on that, buddy. So, God fucking damn it. The worst part is he puts my face up there. You're like, God damn, put your own fucking face, you son of a bitch. Put your own fucking face. Cocksucker.
I know. He's too funny.
How am I the least foul one?
I don't know, okay?
I'm a lady. What are you talking about? It's not that funny, Dino, that I'd be a lady.
No, but listen, you look like the type who carries around a good-sized screwdriver. Like, not a big screwdriver unless you're wearing tall boots. And then you're like, here, you want some? Come on. You know, like, I feel like you've been in those
I see her
situations.
pulling out that big black dildo she was talking about and start beating them.
I keep it with me at all times.
Which was the movie where they fought with the dildos in the stairwell and then the guy jabbed it in his mouth and you're like, oh, that's aggressive. That's too much. That's too much.
Orgasmo did that, dude. There was a guy named Chota Boy. All his toys were, like, all his weapons were dildos and stuff.
That's hilarious.
I feel like that's aggressive. Like, that's a very much, like, that will traumatize As a man, like I feel like
Yeah,
if
I'd rather
somebody
get
was like,
shot than somebody stuff a
oh,
dildo in my
definitely.
mouth.
I would definitely rather get shot than someone assault me
Really?
with a dildo to the mouth. Like someone's like,
Yeah.
ha ha! I'd be like, oh, like that would put me in therapy more.
Yeah, because that's the whole.
Like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's touched my uvula, that's sovereign territory, man.
Yeah,
like, that's
Ain't
you,
nothing
you've
touched that
invaded.
but a fucking toothbrush.
Well, listen, and even then, look, I've been trying to work.
You ain't putting a
What?
toothbrush.
Why are
that
you
deep
brushing
in
your
mouth.
uvula, sir?
What
He's
is
Puerto
happening?
Rican. That's what they do. It's
Yeah, it helps you roll the R's.
Oh, that's clever. Write that down.
listen. There's a bunch of honkies. We're like, I'm gonna do that. They're writing it down. They're like, brush your uvula. It helps you roll your R's. It's great.
You're gonna say, right? My name is Rayon. Rayon.
I am Rayon from the world of Ohio.
Oh.
Rayon of Ohio.
Il garçon.
Oh, it's fantastic.
One boy.
I can't wait to come down there and just beat the crap out of people. It's gonna be
Just
great.
one.
It's gonna be great.
Can't do
Pamplemousse. Yeah.
Esta
Why do we
noche
go
es el
first?
mundo.
Oh, this is
I
great.
went
This is
straight to grapefruit.
It's fantastic. Yeah, so I haven't seen the new Batman. I do want to see it just because it's Batman. I'm gonna see it, right? Ryan and Marco as well. You saw a little bit of it. My perspective was that the Riddler looked pretty dark, and like I know that the movie is apparently insanely dark. Like you can't see shit, right? Is that
They try to rip off Seven a lot. Like I got a real 70 feel from, especially from the Riddler. But it was like like Kevin Spacey before he started doing kids.
so like the 80s?
It was like a lighthearted Kevin Spacey, dude.
Aw.
Okay. But was the Riddler and the Penguin? Was the Penguin any good? Because listen, Danny DeVito's Penguin is
Pretty
the
good.
best.
Yeah, no.
There's no
Unbeatable.
question.
No.
He was.
Unbeatable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Colin Farrell made a good gangster, but it wasn't the Penguin,
Well, okay. So in the comics and the cartoons too, the Penguin has become the head gangster of Gotham City. So like,
yeah, but I mean, he was
after-
the Penguin, though. I mean, he was
right? Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's the thing. But so now they've changed it from him being the Penguin back in the day that we all knew is now he's Oswald Cobblepot. So people call him the Penguin and he shoots them like because he's the head gangster. He's the head of organized crime in Gotham City, right?
yeah.
So-
So that wasn't the way Batman was. So they jacked up the Penguin too.
True.
They might as well just called him like some spaghetti name or something.
Spaghetti name.
I don't know they already got the Falcones, the Bolognas, or something like that.
Yeah.
Like spaghettini, fettuccine.
Yeah,
Oswald Cobblepot.
Oh.
Oswald Fettuccine.
Macaroni.
Cobblepot sounds British.
Why some sort of spaghetti name?
Italian mafia.
I'm like, hey, listen, we want to be careful with what we say. He's like, some sort of spaghetti name. And you're like, God damn it, that's worse. That's fantastic.
Oswald Alfredo.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be time for a wholesome moment. I feel like
And you are here to bring that to us? Because
Yeah,
I'll tell you this,
I've-
sir.
I've
You're
got-
not the
I've got
wholesome woman.
something. I've got something for this. Hold on.
Oh,
Is it what does the fox say? Because that looks like how it works.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're going to get us taken down for copyright. Great.
That you know what? He just turned on the music in his mom's room while she's rubbing one out.
Whoa.
No, that's what we're not allowed to say. And
Yeah.
Ryan, yes, I muted you because
We're
that's
supposed to
copyright
be
infringement, you
friends.
dipshit.
Yeah.
No.
God damn it. It's worse than wrangling cats, I swear to God. Ryan, are you still playing the music?
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave. Okay, then I'm just gonna leave you muted. Let me know when you're done.
Grooving.
I think like everyone here, this is Marco, Dana, and you, Irene. Not so much Ryan. We all should not like Batman. Like we don't like Ryan because they're useless. They show up when you ask them not to show up, and they think they have authority over everyone else, especially the guy that's running things, like the chief of police, or the
You're gonna do this because I'm vengeance. I'm the knight.
Be like, you know what? I should supersede all of this because I have a cape and I'm special. And you know what?
I have money.
My story's sad. No, I have no money.
I have
His
no-
story-
That's what she said. Nope. I got money.
He still lives in a cave. He has mommy and daddy issues, just like Batman.
He has a butler.
He has to work multiple jobs like Wayne Enterprises, but his enterprises are in the gutter, just not in skyscrapers. But same sort of deal.
Oh,
His Batmobile is more like a mommobile. But hey,
the minivan.
It's a Ford Flex.
Okay, why are you why?
What I'm talking about. So I'm just saying, I don't think we should like Batman. But I'm let's pull away from.
I will say this though: the new Batman is better than the Batman with the titties. Remember when yeah, there was a Clooney Batman.
Oh, the nipple Batman.
Yeah, the nipples.
Yeah, the hard nipples
on the hard.
Yeah, and they made sure like they panned in on the nipples and his crotch when Robin was getting dressed to him, and that seemed like a whole get dressed after they had sex or whatever scene.
Listen, my perception is if you need to have expanded nipples on your chest, your breastplate, I feel like there's a storyline that's not being told of these massive nipples that you have on your man chest. Very peculiar. I don't understand it, but yes.
Or
that was George Clooney and
could be fembot, like guns. We never got to see.
No, nothing shot out of him. The only femme that was in there was Batgirl. She was hot. Alicia Silverstone was hot.
That would be a good Batgirl.
Yeah, I bet you she was a good Batgirl bent over on that motorcycle.
Wow.
I mean,
but they never showed Robin in her or Batman in her. It was always Batman and Robin, and then Batgirl riding around by herself.
Aww.
So you wonder why, we wait 2-3 generations and we got all this gay agenda stuff.
Number one, that is no, listen.
Damn DC. Damn DC.
USA. USA.
Oh, I love that our viewership is going up and down and up and down.
Shout out to our number one fan, Ted Cruz. Thank you so much for tuning in every
week.
Ted.
Thank you.
No. And that gay agenda, we're on it. Don't worry.
The back credit card.
Every single week. We're gonna get to the bottom of it right from the source.
Right from
a while ago. Have you guys seen? Okay, so hold on. Let me get this comment down first. There's Bat Nips. But then have you guys seen that I said, listen, there's Jason Momoa and then there's the Tom Cruise or Ted Cruz. Okay.
No,
I'm somewhere in the middle, closer to Jason Momoa than I am to Ted Cruz, but I'm there. I'm in the spectrum.
Oh, I see it now. I saw it side by side. Jason Momoa and Dino side by side. I look at it and I'm a liking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It definitely listen.
I just getting laid tonight.
I'm yes. Listen, I'm horny. I saw the picture and I'm like, Jason Momoa. My problem with Jason Momoa is the fact that he plays Jason Momoa. He doesn't actually play Aquaman or any other character.
No,
he just plays himself as Jason. Which I'm like, listen,
he's not an actor. He's just a beautiful man. Yeah.
Well, that's what Deadpool does, and Jason Momoa fucks fish.
He leans into it.
Same with Samuel L. Jackson. Everybody wants to see Samuel L. Jackson.
Tatum, he's the same.
Channing Tatum's the same thing.
Right? Well, with a little bit of Down syndrome, but that's fine.
I don't know. I seen Channing Tatum, and this is the end where he was in the GIMP outfit. I don't know about that.
Is that a deleted scene or a private scene?
Have you ever seen This Is the End?
I've seen the
This
movie.
Is the End.
Where the world's ending.
Yeah, where the one dude, the asshole from Pineapple Express, he got Channing Tatum by a dog chain.
Was that Channing Tatum?
Yes, that was Channing Tatum as the gift. He was grabbing on and humping the dude's leg. He became a little bitch in that.
I vaguely remember this.
Wow. I don't remember that.
That is
weird.
Don't
hey, Ryan, anything you want to talk about with your loud sigh? We have plugged the sponsors, by the way. I did respond to you.
Oh, no.
So since you had a large sigh, was there something you wanted to interject, sir?
I mean, I think you guys are incorrect. I think Jason Momoa is a great actor, but I've been following him since Stargate Atlantis. So,
yeah, that sounded very.
Listen, that's not an opinion we're gonna say on this show, okay, sir? Okay,
that was very homosexual in nature, and I think that offends homosexual people because you're not homosexual.
He's just a die-hard fan.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't doubt he rubs one out to Jason Momoa. If I was gay, I would too.
He just wants to open up his Stargate too,
Hey.
Jason.
Yeah. Either way, Jason Momoa fucks fish. It was on the
Yes,
Peacemaker.
he does. Yes, he
It was on Peacemaker.
Peacemaker. Yes.
Peacemaker.
Yes.
That's so
Yes.
good. Have you learned
Woo!
the dance yet, Marco? The Peacemaker dance? Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Banana, banana, banana.
that's definitely not. That's
Woo!
not.
You got to pay extra for that. You're just giving it away for free, Dino.
That's inappropriate. Listen, and just so you know, we were up to 6, and now we're back down to 2, and that's
way to
because
go,
of this picture
Marco.
of Channing Tatum with his Kim outfit. Okay?
Yep, that's it.
Ah, fantastic.
So, Batman.
Batman, right? He's
Hey, if
the
you
1%er.
I like
Listen.
Batman as a kid because every kid likes Batman until you realize who he is, and he's just some douchebag who whines about his parents. I mean, if you're gonna be anybody, be a Tony Stark. You know, if you took Tony Stark's money away, he'd still be a playboy philanthropist.
Yeah, engineer type.
genius.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Building
you
something.
take away the money from Batman, and he's just a whiny bitch.
Listen, what
That was the one.
NOP, yeah.
That was the one good thing that they did in this movie is they didn't make us see Batman's parents die again the same way. Like we didn't need a whole new cutscene. They didn't recast
With
the
the
dead
pearls,
parents.
they didn't see the pearls
No,
flying.
no. They didn't recast the dead parents for the 5th time. I mean, that's Hollywood's unspoken role right there. You know, if your cast is dead, Batman's dead mom and dad. That's your last
it.
role.
Yeah,
You're never getting anything else again.
You've never seen anybody. I mean, Uncle Ben got another fucking shot. Aunt May got 2-3 shots. You get killed in the Batman movie as parents. That's it. Collect your pearls and go.
Yeah, the
Ooh,
pearls were on.
Oh, you
The pearls were on screen longer than all the parents combined.
The bad thing was they even did it on the Joker movie. They showed the pearls, I mean, even in a different movie, they showed it. I'm glad you're right. I'm glad they didn't put us through that horse shit again.
It's just good B-roll, you know.
Well, listen, ultimately,
Over
I
and
am
over.
vengeance. I am the knight. Okay, that's right there. That's how that works.
I am the
chocolate
donut.
I like that they mocked it.
I am the donut, and I will eat the donut.
That sounded Donald Trumpish. I make the very best donuts, and I kill the very worst bad guys.
I forget the way it happened, but Dino, you'll get sick pleasure. They mock him throughout the movie because he does go, "I'm vengeance," and then like everybody keeps referring to him as vengeance.
You know what my problem is specifically is like whenever you read a description of a movie and it says, "Oh, starring this person who directed this," and you're going, "Hey, if you can't tell me about the movie and gain my interest, don't try and sell me on the people who are in it." And they kept on focusing on how like the Riddler guy, he did something 200 times because he wanted to get it just right because he was an artist. And I'm like,
200 times. After the 10th time, fucking try something different.
yeah, if you can't get it off of try 10, maybe acting isn't for you, dipshit.
Yeah.
That's what
Maybe
I'm saying.
try a different thing. Cut! Stunt cock!
Yeah. Why is it stunt cock and not stunt?
What kind of movie are you making exactly?
I think we all know the kind of movie he's making. And
Just starring Harley
illegal
Quinn.
in 4 states still, It's not in Alabama though, they do that.
Yeehaw!
Oh,
Absolutely horrific. Listen, but the whole thing is that Batman, when Batman started, he used a rifle and was an assassin and he would kill people. Okay. That evolved during the war. There was a change with comics that they couldn't be shown to fight people because there was a lot of propaganda with regards to the war and stuff like that. Right. So then they killed aliens, and that's why Superman became really huge. You had Wonder Woman, you had all sorts of people that came out through. Now they're back to Batman being dark and mysterious and great. That's fine. However, do we need 7 reboots? I don't think so. And also now in the Flash Paradox movie that's in development or is in production.
Is it Paradox or Flashpoint?
Flashpoint Paradox is the same.
Yeah.
But they're bringing back multiple Batmen from different timelines. and you're going, okay, so that's Spider-Man No Way Home. That's
that's the
You're
multiverse.
yeah.
it's all the same, and this
And
is
then
where
how
you're
you
going.
gonna have like Batman at the same time, because you know they're gonna bring them out at the same time. Batman play Batman and the Vulture all at the same time.
Listen,
Because he plays Adrian Toomes in the Marvel. You know, he's the Vulture in the Marvel shit.
it doesn't. None of it makes any sense anymore. And the fact is that there's a line of creativity that has been lost over the last little while that we need to get back to, right? And the fact is that people are just going, you know how we'll be creative? We'll make them a different color. You're going, no. You can make a hero of people. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's and that's why it's people being actually creative are being silenced, and whereas people who have been successfully creative have been doing the same thing over and over again, and they're getting a spotlight again. Now that brings us to our second subject, as it's been a half hour, so we're going to start talking about censorship and get really real about all sorts of stuff. But in the meantime, we have, of course, our Patreon channel. Please check it out, everyone. We are going to start uploading a few shows there, such as Fat Guys Trying Stuff, which has a little limerick, which is Fat Guys Trying Stuff, which should be there soon. And as well, I don't have the new one of this, but the exclusive housekeeping services, give them a call, guys. They do have specific rates with regards to the different sizes of places, but they also do before and after construction and all sorts of other services that are fantastic. So give them a call, 216-650-7984. And of course, keep on the lookout in your grocery store for Captain Surge White Nuts, the holiday drink for lovers. There's a holiday around the corner, and best way to show it is to give them a little bit of something horrible. Dino, look up Turkish Batman. I'm not looking up Turkish
Batman.
Great,
dude. It is great. Because they do have a Turkish Batman, and they knocked off our Batman, but the creativity in that, like, we would never find here in the States. That movie is just crazy.
Like a week ago, someone did send me Batman from Bollywood, and I was like, I'd watch that. I would watch that. No problem. Because he also started doing like this little dance like this, and I'm like,
it's the Batman.
Yeah,
I'm in it. I'm like, I would love it. So censorship. Last week, we did our show, and we talked about a few things. We cursed and sweared until we were blue in the face, and while we had an enjoyable time making fun of Ryan, as we usually do, we also talked about horrible things. Now, this resulted in a lot of our views slowly disappearing, and if they were being viewed, somehow not being reported, because we did have a couple that hit over 150, which is great. Had a couple that hit 300, but most of them were 2 and 3 views. Now, what we've seen is that in the Ukraine, there's been huge support for Ukraine and their fight for their sovereignty, right? Which is a great thing. It's wonderful. However, now it's come out that there have been 11 opposition parties of the Ukraine government have been silenced and are essentially shut down. And TV and radio have all been nationalized so that the government is in control of all media that is being produced. So the question is censorship. In the origins or the beginning of it, it was the idea that it was to stop language or, even pornographic movies to be on TV during regular time where kids would be able to see it. Now, if you were a resourceful child, you would find the swear words and the pornography on your own. Because, let's be honest, that's America. But listen, there's a video or it's a recording of a kid who's like, I don't know what happened. I was clicking on the computer and then I was adjusting my pants and my pants fell down, but I don't know. And the mom's like, what were you doing in here? And he's like, I don't know. It just appeared on the screen. I didn't touch anything. And you're going, listen, kid, we all know what happened. Okay. But that's the thing, right? So censorship, where are we at? Talk to me. Tell me a story, everyone.
You want some modern day censorship? Because
listen, let's remember what we talked about earlier. Let's keep it light.
Right. We'll go into just simple. We think, especially us as podcasters. I mean, I've been doing this for years.
Yes.
That we aren't that big, or we aren't that. Nobody's really listening to us. Oh, we got 1,000 people maybe at one time at our most, but That's not. There's millions of people in the world.
Yeah.
I found out, or me and my guys, the first time I found out that we are being listened to, and being monitored. It was like a good 5-6 years ago. I heard that there are particular, and I'm not going to say them because I don't want to get this shut down. But there are particular words that you cannot say on the air, and if you do, something happens. Whether if you're broadcasting CB radio, you get shut down. Whether you're on the internet, your internet shuts down. So I'm thinking, you guys know me. I got to test this theory. So, and I was in the studio. I had my like 5 other hosts with me, and we're having a good old time, and we're doing our show. And I said one of the words, and all of a sudden, boom! Not only did the show get shut down, but the internet got shut down and the computer reset. Wow. Now I'm like, this is kind of coincidental. Ain't no damn way. So, second time around, we started talking about it and stuff, and we all agreed now that was just a coincidence. The weather was kind of shoddy at the time, maybe. So I say one of the other keywords. Boom! Shut down. Third time they stopped me, but and I remembered a few words, and they're very, I can see one of the words, but the other two were kind of politically, which was kind of odd. Now we flash forward to 2 weeks ago. I tried to send Dino over a private messenger a link. Yeah. Now this link is to a website that is kind of like an alternative to YouTube. A lot of the videos that are on there, YouTube won't let on there, not for anything explicit, just for the truth. And Facebook won't let you share it to their regular timelines. But you figure in a messenger, I know people who sell dope over messenger. I know people who do unimaginably bad things over messenger. I try to send a link over messenger, and I got a big red flag, which I've never gotten before, that come up on my screen saying that I am sharing abusive, whatever the hell. They will not let me, delete. They will not let me send it.
So, and interestingly enough, the fact was that website I was able to look up on my own, no problem, through Google. I found it. I went through, and I've been watching stuff on there. But the problem is that that was through Facebook Messenger, who's not affiliated with YouTube. Right. And it said that you can't actually send that link. And it's like, the best part was the link you sent me was to that website, not to a specific video or everything. So what that is a blanket ban on that website, which is insane, right? Because listen, YouTube, look, I always compare things to YouTube Premium. Literally every time I open YouTube says, hey, YouTube Premium, you can skip the trial, just take the trial for a month and we'll cover it for you. And you're going, hey, eat shit and die, right? But every time it asks you. So realistically, if that can't be silenced because it's their own website, right? Why is it that you can silence other places? And this doesn't make any sense. Why could you not send a link to a website? That's insane to me, right?
And now the bad thing is the only thing that's on this website that I can see is wrong is the truth. It's news channels that they don't want you to see. It's media that they don't want you to see. It's documentaries. It's like, there's old C-SPAN. Now it isn't like people made up these videos. It's like old news clips or like from C-SPAN and stuff back in the 80s and early 90s of Biden, with his racist statements and stuff like that we're not allowed to see anywhere. Oh, dude, did you see him? Like, he blatantly in Congress yells the N-word like it's like nothing. He's like
aggressive.
And it's not in a like, this is my end. No, it's like, we don't need them ends and end them and all. I'm like, what? But they want, even though it's the truth and it is C-SPAN, you're not allowed to share that shit.
You can't silence history. I think that's one thing that we're going to. Ryan, you want to say something?
On behalf of the Eargasm Network, if Marco Torres sends you a questionable link, please be careful.
Really?
Don't open it. Don't open it with your main computer first. That's all I'm saying. Matter of fact, if you get sketchy links from any of these guys, just maybe.
Actually, good advice.
Maybe
life lessons.
I believe the opening line is, "Have you heard about the money that's being gifted by the USA government?" that's the opening line.
Don't click on those. Don't do it.
Well, get ready
Ryan,
for a
you look
conversation.
the sketchiest out of all of us here. You know, and that's
I've
bad
decided-
because I gave you all my information.
I've decided that I'm here, and I don't know why I'm here because it's every episode. It's just this. So I've decided that whenever you guys do what you do to me, I'm just gonna have a wholesome moment and play some music. So Serge, I will dance, but you won't get to hear the sound because Dino is Dino.
Oh, okay. Listen, if you want to, then the video is going to be taken down for copyright. That's fine. It's whatever you
Everything
want.
I play is no copyright sound.
Then have at it, sir. Dance away. Let's dance for us.
Dance for us, monkey dance. Where's the
Right.
organ grinder?
Well, we can make it rain.
Where's the organ grinder?
Irene's gonna make it rain for you.
I'll make it rain, Ryan. Let's
But
go.
it's Canadian loonies, so she's gonna snap them right into your,
Snap 'em
right
at
into your
him.
cleavage. Dino
Wait a
keeps
minute.
sending me
You're gonna-
a lemon
You're
for
gonna
you.
start tossing Russian rubles at him. Yeah, see, he can't even
you
pull the
imagine?
shit up no
He's
more.
not even doing anything.
I
Right.
know. Listen, we're waiting for some entertainment, Ryan, and you've
Yeah,
denied us.
you messed up the whole conversation just so you could
Honestly.
dance a jig. Now do the titty dance now.
Hey!
Do the titty dance now. Do the titty dance.
Ow!
That's all
No
you
His mouth is
kitty,
open.
my Mr. Chickabee.
His
Oh
mouth
my
was
God.
open for so much of that. I'm just, it's like, Whoa, that is a
That's
decision, my
his
friend. That
dancing
is,
face. Leave him alone.
Ryan, so you weren't here earlier before the show, but we were debating what your cum face would look like. Marco suggested it was the same face you have when you're eating bacon. I said, I think it's the face you make after bacon is finished. But, we'll never know. You can let us know, though. And now he's singing. I don't know what he's singing. Why are
He's
you
singing the
muting?
bacon. He's like, I
He's
love
like,
bacon,
bacon, bacon,
I
bacon,
love
bacon.
eat me some bacon.
Sure.
just a wholesome moment, you know.
Yeah.
Walkie-talkies are neat. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? It's not. Come on.
He said he saw better titty action at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well, and Ryan, I would take that as a slight. I think you should prove him wrong, sir.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I
what
do
you
hold you out.
Ryan.
called you out if you respect yourself as the owner of Eargasm and a representative of entrepreneurs throughout Ohio.
You got to
feel
jiggle
like
them
you should-
titties.
Well,
And male equality.
That's true.
Yeah. You got to do it for men's rights, man.
Men's
Yeah.
suffrage. Men's suffrage.
listen, I
Do the
think
titty dance, Nell. Do the titty dance. You guys remember the movie Nell? The little I don't know if she had Downs or what girl that was stuck in the woods forever, and she used
no.
to come. Yeah, dude,
No.
she used to come down the hill.
She had
Familiar.
Downs, but she was a
I think she was
child
on
in
the
the
spectrum.
woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was on the spectrum, all right. She was on something,
Listen,
but
was
her
that?
mom was dead in the house, and she didn't understand.
Yeah, I remember.
I
And
want
they used to make the people at the bar used to make her do the titty dance. She'd be like, Mr. Chickabee. Show your titties, Nell. Show your titties.
once again, we've gone to a point
I
where this
don't
is
remember that.
unclippable. We have lost all viewers, save for walkie-talkies are neat and Serge.
Marco! God damn it!
It's definitely. I think
Viewers.
it's a combination of Marco and Ryan. I feel like Ryan kind of breaks through and sets it up, and then Marco is just like, huh? Bam! Right? Nothing but net. I
What?
feel
We're
like
working
that's
on this sandcastle. Let me
kick it.
yeah. But he also has his wiener out while he's kicking it. You're like, hey man, that's too much.
Yeah, I'm using my wiener to knock it over. What are you talking?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
No, the wiener's out just to pee on you afterwards.
Yeah, that too.
I
That's
thought
it.
they got stung by a jellyfish, which
Yeah,
is
exactly.
that is
I'm
not
helping.
that is a myth. It doesn't actually work. I feel
I'm
like
gonna
the change-
pretend like you didn't say that because I aspire to do that to somebody one day. I'm stung by a jellyfish. Wait a minute. Ah!
I feel like if there's like, hey, this is a lake that has jellyfish, and Marco's just hanging out by the beach, just drinking liter after liter of water, going, I'm ready, I'm on call, I'm just ready whenever you guys need me. So I was like,
Like
I was stung. He's like, my time to shine. Just run
So
over there.
urine can do that. Imagine what a bukkake would do.
Oh,
No, because that might swim in with the rest of the stuff. Now you
Shut
got a mutant
down,
jellyfish.
Fire, what happened?
The jellyfish looks like an egg in there anyway. So can you imagine if your sperm hit the jellyfish and it started like mutating? Ooh, look, the looks like it's like why?
That is way too much thought to
A jelly
invest.
Duffy, little jelly Duffy's running around.
Jelly Duffies.
It would be
I
cute.
feel like
A
now I
jelly-
have to buy a jellyfish and put googly eyes on it. Just stick them on. Just be like,
Yeah.
Got to put glasses in the hat too.
Yeah, little hats.
He looked like the dad from Squidbillies.
why
I don't know what that
Octomom? Octoman? That's not appropriate. It's not. We deserve to be censored. I'll just say it.
Yeah,
We
can't
deserve
stop
it.
You know,
It's absolutely horrible.
talk about
Well,
it every time.
I said,
Right,
hey,
A
let's
lot.
talk about censorship.
A
And
lot.
because of urine and
It's-
bukkake.
Well, I mean, that was just the icing, literally, on the cake.
See what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen
Why?
there is they're gonna
Why?
let all the clips of the white guys go,
Jelly
but they're gonna like, look, these two
Duffy.
tan, they messed up the whole show.
Funny.
Let these tan people in on the show, and that's it.
With us.
it's Dr. Jelly Duff is
So
definitely
good.
that's definitely
Like Jekyll and Hyde.
that's Matt's new business card is going to be a Dr. Jelly
Dr.
Duff.
Jelly Duff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's epic right there.
Jelly
That's
Duff.
like you can put that on a birth certificate, like Lord.
Jelly Duff.
I feel like Irene, we were talking about something earlier. I feel like Dr. Jelly Duff could be included in that.
I think
yes.
Dr. Jelly Duff must be. Oh my
Yeah.
I
God.
think that's fine.
Writing it down. Doesn't
It's- well,
count. So
listen.
write it
Oh,
down.
watch, she's gonna be all frisky later and be like, let me see that Jelly Duff, baby. Let me see that Jelly Duff, baby.
She's got-
Hey,
Let
hey,
me with that
have
Jelly
some
Duff.
respect. It's Dr. Jelly Duff, sir.
Dr. Jelly Duff.
Doctor.
Dr.
Look, in her bedroom, she calls it what she wants.
I didn't go to jelly school for no reason.
How do you know she ain't the doctor?
Jelly Med School, sir.
This Duff has been through jelly.
This Duff's for you.
This stuff's for you.
Yeah, with jelly.
I feel like it would be like this stuff's for you, and you, and you, and you.
Still for you.
Oh,
Rub it on
Party.
you.
Definitely a party.
Ain't Duff the beer from The Simpsons?
Yes.
I
That's
think
what-
so,
it is.
yeah.
Jelly Duff. That could
Duff
be-
Man has made decisions. That's yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Duff
We,
Man.
we gotta get him the Bret Hart glasses.
Also Duff Man.
The wraparound.
Yep.
Those. Yeah, I know what Sean you're talking about.
We gotta
Well,
get
they're all
Duffy
flimsy.
some.
Yeah.
Yep, we gotta
Yep.
get Duffy some Bret Hart glasses.
That's fair. That's reasonable. If anything, yeah, those the flexible wraparounds just. And the greasy hair, he's now got the really long hair, so he's like a lady.
Really,
already.
really
Get the
long.
mo- I'm already
He's
at
Duff
Marshall.
Man. We gotta get him the baby
We're
blue
watching
outfit.
them
And
now,
it's real
though.
tight.
Those glasses with
The
the
visor.
It's fair.
spaces.
No, I definitely feel like this is definitely turned, and we don't deserve to be on the internet, people. We definitely should be
We're
censored.
talking about
Um,
the same thing.
Well, we got away from the bukkake and the Dr.
Oh,
Jelly.
not anymore. Way to
Dr.
go.
Jelly Duff.
We had a third viewer for a couple minutes, and they left.
Say the word bukkake.
Out of
and
Marco's mouth and out of here.
we were out.
If the bukkake comes out of your mouth, you're at a different stage than you thought you were.
Yeah, you're at the end. You're done. You're spitting it out now.
Well, you're on the receiving end, and that's going to be uncomfortable. Wear glasses, maybe not prescription, but
And keep
Sports
your head
level.
down.
You
I
want-
noticed. I've seen enough movies. The girls got to keep their head down because it might go up their nose. Just you get suffocated.
well, that's how you get bubbles. Serge, you're the greatest. This is my favorite show, man. You need Jesus, Serge. That's
Yeah.
He needs friends, but that's okay.
no, not us. We're horrible.
What do illegals have anything to do with it? Leave Jesus alone.
Oh God. Yeah, that did freak me out when you sent me that thing, and then it got blocked, and you're like, well, this is what it's called. Go for it. And I don't understand the whole principle of it. Is that what kind of things do you guys see that bother you about censorship? Let me ask a real question so we can actually finish on a relevant thing.
I'm like for very very little. I mean, there's some things you just can't put out there. So, you don't want somebody naked, or somebody's penis on the newspaper when your kids are looking at the funnies. You know what I'm saying? So I understand it to that point, but people start getting ridiculous with it, and then they use a good intention to push dumb stuff in the background. All right, well, we're gonna censor this, so we can't put this on here, but we can't put this or this or this or this anywhere. For the kids.
I don't know. With your own logic, I've always thought it was a crock. I remember being a kid, and even now, you go get the free magazines. Like you go get your city's Cleveland Scene, the free magazine that's put out with all of like our stuff. You go to the back page, and it's wholesome. We got to keep things copyrighted. And right next to what bands are coming this month, you've got Femdom advertisements and call this 1-800-sex line. So it's like, what? If even,
but it's on the last
even,
page, though.
If even print, that's like print's been copyrighted and been kept PG for longer than we've all been alive, and even print you can't control it. So
yes,
who cares?
Well, and this is the thing: is having guidelines for what we do is not unreasonable, but having those degrees where it's being arbitrarily assigned to things is where it gets retarded, right? It doesn't make any sense. And that's the thing, is the whole idea behind censorship is to not to cloud information, but it's meant to keep things pure and relevant and on topic, right? Which obviously
weaponized.
Well, and that's the thing, is we have an environment where, like, one of the big things that I've seen out of the news that's happening right now has been that the media has specifically weaponized the idea of segregation and race to be the top issue. And realistically, it gets people's blood boiling with complete legitimacy. I absolutely understand that. And the problem is that now I feel like where you have a situation that you can easily connect it to that perception, they're doing that, and people are getting mad. Like one of the things that they were said was like, these aren't like normal refugees; these are white people, and you're like, whoa, that's fuck you guys, man.
How does that matter? What does that matter? Refugees are refugees,
right? And the idea is that these aren't people from somewhere that doesn't know how to function in life. You're like, listen, man, that's number one, not okay. It's just not okay. Right? Like you can't talk like that. But that's the thing, is people have doubled down on that kind of stuff, and you're going, hey, that's a manipulation of everything. It doesn't make any sense, right? So it's a planty light.
Oh, someone or the halo
about her halo.
The halo is a plant light. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Serge asks if you're smoking talons, Marco. But yeah, it's a fair thing. But this is why I tell everybody, like, the frustrating part is then you have a lot of people in Cheyenne. Now we're just gonna advertise cigarettes.
No, because there's a big circle with the line through it. That's
Cheyenne,
No.
Cheyenne, you go ahead and call me whenever you're ready to pay for some sponsorships.
I quit smoking at the wrong time, people. That's for sure.
And they're Native American.
Listen, I will take some big tobacco money over here. Okay, no qualms.
Damn right. There's
no censorship here. Don't worry,
Right.
Dino's tried. It's not happening.
Not working.
It's not working.
No.
And speaking of censorship, Dino, as you're saying, I think it's all in the eye of the beholder. And is the eye of the beholder is the one with the power to say what can be censored and what cannot be censored. Yeah. Whether it's a website, it's Facebook, Instagram, something on cable television, to a movie company, to a production company that makes a television show on Netflix. It's their decision what they deem is censorable, what is good or not from when they're producing it. Sometimes it's based on just the person that's saying it or the people that are saying it. They're like, we don't believe that this person deserves a voice. Even like, well, what are they saying that's so offensive? We just don't like them. Well, that's their prerogative to censor as you want. And then, you know what? We're so free to choose whatever we want and see whatever we want. Who's to say what can be censored or not? So let's just say everything's uncensored. You figure out your own censorship and who you like to censor your life. If you like Facebook and the way Facebook censors your life, perfect. Stick with them. If you don't, get the fuck off Facebook.
That's the problem, though. It's not up to us anymore. It's everybody else is choosing, one person gets butthurt or a small collective gets butthurt, and just because they got a couple of computers, boom, some good information gets taken down, some history gets taken down, a good cartoon gets taken down, or a decent old school song that doesn't have any kind of profanity gets taken down, but you're allowed to talk about your WAP on the fucking on the flipping radio.
Yeah, no, Marco, you're not wrong. Okay, so if you're doing business on Facebook and using Facebook to make money, then you should behave on Facebook how you would
accordingly,
in the corporate world as if someone's selling a product, because you're
right. I agree.
If you're complaining about that, then I agree. Well, then you shouldn't be doing those kind of things. If you're being censored for other reasons because of who you are, that's different. But if you're posting something just as like, I think this is funny, you're getting censored for it, it's like, well, find a different place to post it then. Yeah. Facebook ain't your thing. People on Facebook.
Because I can't stand the censorship and the so-called fact checking on Facebook, because 9 times out of 10 it ends up being wrong.
It's field checking.
Field checking.
But at the end of the day, it's that platform. I chose to be on that platform. I know the rules of it. It's not a government thing. It's a private party. If they want to do whatever, I choose to be on it. And I tell people that all the time. It doesn't mean I have to like it. But at the end of the day, it's either I deal with it or I don't use Facebook.
Well, and I want to make sure that everyone heard that what Matt and Irene said was specifically that it's not fact checking, it's field checking, which nice. I love that statement. That is a fantastic statement. And
we might get booted for that.
Well, look,
there's going to be a lot of field checkings.
There's going to be some field checkings over here.
And you know what? I would love to have that debate with someone, but I will have that, number one, face to face. And I would encourage people to actually have that debate. I would love to air it. I have no problem. If anyone has a problem with what's been said, I happily would invite you on to discuss it in depth, respectfully, and even with a debate clock. No, with a debate clock where we each get time to say our piece. Because you know what? I don't have an issue if anyone wants to say their piece. That's fine. But if it's reasonable or unreasonable is what the discussion is about. It's not about me being able to say my piece because I have rights. No. Okay, that's not what we're talking about. The fact is that if someone is, and this is legitimate, is if someone is spreading misinformation, that is wrong.
Right.
Now, what we've realized has been that the media is the primary guilty party in spreading misinformation. That's what's happened. That's wrong and should be punishable. Now, the question is, can you always have to be right? Well, that's unreasonable. You can't say that.
You're a human person.
You are a human person, and it's not reasonable to hold people completely accountable or not accountable at all. No, there has to be some sort of middle ground. I love how I went to the top and to the bottom, and it actually worked right in the middle. It was going good. I'm very proud of myself. But if it doesn't work properly, then it has to be changed. And that's why you have a government who is saying they're going, oh, well, what we need to do is we need to support these businesses. And you're going, you support a business by using their product, not by handing them money and saying, hey, keep on trucking. That's not what life is.
Yeah,
none of this makes sense.
There used to be a bit of professionalism and decorum in the media. There used to, you might have had 50 different reporters at a place with their little notebooks and ink pens, giving their perspective, but they didn't make stuff up. They didn't just throw a piece of gum at the wall and be like, oh, well, this is what happened. Right. That was rare. And if you got caught or, just that would ruin your name. Your name was everything back then.
Mm-hmm.
True. And that's actually, that's one of the big things is the fact that there was pride as a journalist exposing information that was necessary to the nation or to the people of that nation.
Right.
I feel would be the ultimate achievement as a journalist would be to uncover something like that. Right. Whereas people saying, well, now I'm just getting views and everybody clicks on my stuff. You're like, listen, that's not actually what the role is, right? You have a responsibility to bring people the truth, not to just get likes and shares, because that makes no sense.
And that's another big problem here. Now the world is all about the like and shares.
We've reached a weird place too now where it's like they're the ones that are in charge of the censorship. They set the rules and set the pace. But at the same time, no matter what side you're on, and just America, for example, both sides lie. We're all aware of it, and they get caught in lies all the time. And it's just like, well, they're liars.
And if you try to call them on certain platforms, you get censored.
We all just accept the fact that they're all liars. And so,
well, Listen, there was just recently there was a bunch of those people who talk at night. Not maybe Tucker Carlson, maybe a couple of the others. Ryan, I forget what his name. The lady with the man hair.
Even if you like Tucker Carlson, you know damn well Tucker Carlson's been caught in several lies.
100%. But what happened was
Break
this is the thing is they turned around, they were sued, and they said, well, it's unreasonable to think that people didn't know.
That was CNN, dude.
Yeah.
I remember
was
that. It's
CNN.
unreasonable to think that people don't know that we're entertainment media.
Right.
Like, it's unreasonable for you to think that we're actually giving you the news. It's like, oh, wow, okay.
Yep,
sure.
that's it. That same CNN will get you all hyped up and make you want to burn down your city, or make you think, these people are bad, or those people are good, or, it's the same, ignorant people who are feeding you. Now, on another side, this is all fake, right?
Well, and that's the thing is it doesn't make sense. Serge, I am sorry you had a TP emergency, and I hope your screams were answered. Which is great. But look, I think that's one of the takeaways, and that's what I really want to talk about, which of course we didn't really. But the last 10 minutes has been very enjoyable as a real discussion. So thank you all. Ultimately, what I wanted to say to everybody was specifically here, I'm going to go full screen for this, guys, and we're just going to shut it down, was when it comes to censorship, it's important that we take the time to look at not only who is delivering the information, but as well as how this information is affecting us. We talk about critical thinking. We talk about understanding people's perspective. There's nothing wrong with listening. It's a question of how we hear. We want to make sure we're hearing facts, details, information that is real, not someone's opinion, someone's thought process. We want to be able to validate and hold it critically. So it's something that's very important. Anyways, this has been Falling to the Top. I am Dean the Genetic Marvel. With me was Irene and Matt Duffy. And we have, Irene, I don't know your last name. So it's Irene and Matt Duffy, because that's not fair. And then as well as Marco and Ryan. This has been a wonderful night. Thank you all for watching. And of course, we will see you in a week's time. There are other shows like the Stay at Home Show. But as well, I want to encourage everyone to check out our sponsors like Exclusive Housekeeping Services, and as well to check out our Patreon, because God damn it, there's going to be stuff that's going to be on there very soon. So check it out and have a wonderful evening, guys. This has been Falling to the Top. See you in a week.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.